Hello, good evening, everyone. This is Karen Sully, and I'm here with Fellowships of the Spirit Sunday night fireside chat, which each week we bring you an inspirational speaker for some words of inspiration. And tonight we have Hank Setala. He is a former graduate of the school, and he is a healing practitioner. He has his own private practice in Cleveland, Ohio, and he, in fact, just finished a class minutes ago. So he's here to share some insight and words of wisdom for this week. Hank, take it away.
Yep, thank you so much for having me. And like you said, my name's Hank Setala, and I have a practice in North Olmsted, Ohio. And today I was teaching access bars, and it's such an amazing process and everything. And I think I'll use a little bit of the inspiration from the class to talk a little bit about the difference between actualization and manifestation, and really the congruent manifestation will be our topic for today. But before we get into that, let me go ahead and just say the set aside prayer so we can all settle into an energy to just be open to receiving new energies. Infinite Spirit, thank you so much for the air in my lungs, the food in my stomach, the clothing on my back, and the shelter over our heads. Thank you for giving us this amazing technology to come together and meet in this way. Help us set aside everything that we think we know about religion, about spirituality, about manifestation, about actualization, about healing, about everything, about politics, and especially of you, God, that we may have an open mind and experience the truth. So let us start by just having the distinction that there's a difference between actualization and manifestation. Actualization is that something shows up, and manifestation is how it shows up. And also, let us give ourselves permission that if my vocabulary is off from your vocabulary and like, well, I can take everything Hank said except for this one little part, what would it be that you can just say, well, I'll just let that go. I'll change it for me, and I will go ahead and use the things that I can take, because we are so dynamic and we have so many different things that are so good, but then we get caught up with things that are different. That's why we have so many religions and so many spiritual walks, because people interpreted what their inspirations were one way or another way, and then got into arguments about whose way was the right way. So just for today, just for tonight, what if everything is just information which you can choose to label, recategorize, and harmonize however you like, and you don't have to just take it at the face value that you hear. So actualization is that something shows up, and manifestation is how something shows up. And what if we get so caught up with, hey, universe, I would love to have some abundance in my life, but I'm only willing to receive it in the thing that we call paycheck. This is where the tools of manifestation kind of trip us up. Because if we were just to say, hey, universe, I am willing to take abundance any way that I can. I'm willing to receive this any way that you are able to bring it to me. The universe has an infinite number of ways that it's able to bring us abundance, through money, through just gifts showing up in our lives energetically. We take the door, we blow the door open on how we can receive it. But when we got caught up on the how, hey, universe, I will gladly take abundance. However, I'm only willing to receive it in the thing that they call paycheck. We just took the infinite possibilities of the universe and now have cut it off to being able to receive it only one way, and only one way, basically. The other part of this is we change our minds every single day. We change our minds multiple times a day. So we might say, hey, universe, I would love to have abundance. But then in the next moment, we are lining and agreeing with or resisting, reacting to something else in our reality that is taking the universe in a different direction. So we need consistency. We need consistency, congruency, and there's another one here. Consistency, congruency. It's another one that begins with the C. It will come to me, but we'll just let it go for now. But whatever you're looking to create in your life, you choose what you're going to create, and maybe commitment. What energy can I be to help the universe create this? Because we're in this together with the universe. And I think of it like a rowing a boat, right? You tell the universe, hey, I would like abundance. And the universe starts rowing. The universe starts doing its part to bring you all the different things that it could line up for you. What if you never start rowing? You just end up going around in a circle in the lake, right? But hey, universe, I would love to have abundance. And then every day asking the question, hey, what energy could I be to be in creationship? Maybe that was my other C, not commitment, creationship. To be in creationship with the universe, to be able to create not just for me, but for the kingdom of we. And taking everything that you're looking at creating in your life and receiving in your life that not only is it going to create possibilities for yourself, it's going to create possibilities for the entire world. What world would we live in if every choice we made wouldn't just be something that impacted us, but we're really looking at it to create possibilities for the world? So that's the other element of that. Now, I mentioned congruent manifestation, so let's touch on the other things. There's three components to congruent manifestation, or I should say two sets of three. One is congruency, body, mind, and spirit, which is kind of your vertical congruency, if you will. And the other one is thought, word, and deed. So if you're looking to actualize abundance, okay, are you aligned with that abundance creation up and down? Who you are, your thought, or sorry, your body, being, and beyond, your thought, word, and I'm going to go all tripped up, your body, mind, spirit connection. And then once you're aligned there, or is everything that you're actually doing, you're part of rowing the boat, being aligned with thought, word, and deed. Because if you're aligned in one place and not in the other, you're misfiring. And so what energy, space, consciousness, and choice could our body, beings, and beyond be to be completely aligned and congruent, both vertically and horizontally, with who we are in the world with total ease? I'll say that again, because I'd like you to get the flavor of this energy. This is a clearing statement from Access that I'm running for all of us. So bear with me and know that you don't have to understand the words that I'm saying. Just be in a receptive space to allow this energy come up. Okay, so I'll say it slowly just to let it sink in. And the only thing you need to worry about is allowing the energy that is brought up from my words to percolate. What energy, space, consciousness, and choice could your body, being, and beyond be to have complete congruency both vertically and horizontally for everything that you're co-creating with the universe with total ease? I'll let that energy come up. That is the energy of you stepping in to congruency and the full potentiality of who you truly be. And now the second part of this question, where are you not willing to be, know, receive, and perceive that? Everything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive, all that congruency, all that potentiality of who you truly be with total ease, just for this moment, allow yourself to destroy it and create it. Allow yourself to say, hey, what could I be to have a different possibility and truly step into this space? And let me ask you another question. How much, and if you were to put it out on a percentage, when you look at what you're creating in your life and what's showing up, how much of your life are you creating consciously? 1% or less? 5% or more? Like, really get a feeling, because so many of us, we are creating 90-some% unconsciously and a very small percentage consciously. So right now, with everything that you're creating and everything that's showing up in your life, ask the question, how much of that is being a conscious creation, and how much of everything is just showing up because I'm not being conscious somewhere, and it's just the unconscious manifestation? And another question then too, what energy, space, consciousness, and choice could I be to go from wherever I am now to being 100% me? What would it take? What would that look like? What beings of light and teammates and ascended masters are there willing and able to contribute to me to create that for myself, that all I have to do is being willing to receive? Because manifestation, if you really think about it, and actualization, in the ever-present moment of now, is there anything that doesn't exist? What if the ability to create what you're looking to create in your life is simply an acknowledgement that it's already so? Let that percolate. What if all you have to do is being willing to receive? And what if the universe is just ready to dump it in your lap, to actualize it instantly with total ease? All you have to do is say, yes, please. And yes, I did try to rhyme that cornily on purpose. All you have to do is say, yes, please, and it can actualize with ease. What if it were that easy? And what if the only reason that it doesn't show up that way is because we were taught that, hey, you have to settle for this, or there isn't enough to go around, or, scarcity exists. There's all these illusions, but at the end of the day, you are the only one in the room, and so am I. That's actually a beautiful gift I got from Spirit from taking the 100th Monkey Workshop, and we were at the end of a silent retreat weekend. And we were in the final run of the Sutra Meditations with Tom. Or Mark Thomas, not Tom. At least Tom's in the last name, so I didn't completely miss that. But in this space of this meditation, I had all my guides in front of me, and all my guides formed together into this orb of light, and it was like seeing it through a smoky projector. And I saw this projection coming from me to this orb of light, and then I heard a voice say, You're the only one in the room. And so, what if you are the only one in the room? And so am I. And the only thing that stops you from being you is you, because you're the only being in the universe capable of stopping you, is getting in your own way. So, manifestation, actualization, what if it's really just the space of saying yes to the universe? The universe that wants to gift you the endless possibilities, the universe that desires only for you to have whatever it is you're looking to create. But we have so much inconsistency with our choice that we just kind of fall flat sometimes. So I invite all of you to really step into who you are and every day be the question of, what would it take for me to have more of me today than any day before? What would it take for me to show up? What would it take for me to gift to the other people around me, to contribute to them just out of pure kindness and not out of obligation? Because that's one huge thing where we get tripped up with receiving, is this idea that in order to receive, or sometimes maybe as a kid, you might have heard, well, if you do that for them, then what are they going to have to do for you? There's a sense of gifting and receiving with a sense of obligation, but true kindness has no obligation to it. So what would it take for you to be in the space to truly be you and gift your beingness into the universe for those around you that are willing and able to receive it? And what would it take for you to receive their contributions? Because everybody has gifts. Everybody has these amazing things that we sometimes take for granted because it comes so easily to us that, well, this can't be valuable because it comes so easily to me. But what if that is the greatest gift? And what if the greatest gift to the world you could be is just to be you? What would it take for you to unlock that potentiality and to go from 1% of being you to 110% being you? What world would we live in? And what would we live in if we really could be in the space of going from the kingdom of me to the kingdom of we, and recognizing that though we are all separate, we are all one. The greatest truths of the universe are paradoxes, apparently. And this is the greatest example of one. We are all separate. Opposites attract. Let's see. Yeah, we are all separate and we are all one. There's two that I'm going to get to. Because we are all one, but we're also separate individualizations of divinity. And so though you are just me, what would it take for you to be me in the kingdom of we, and really start creating in creationship, not relationship, to everyone and everything around you, including your light team? You're not in it by yourself. You have all these amazing beings around you. You're in spiritualism, we call it spirit band. In shamanism, we call it the Yanapek. All these different traditions call it different things, but at the end of the day, you have all the support you need in order to have all this come to you with ease and joy and glory. Let me just see if there's anything else, if I'm missing something. Mm-hmm. Just another question, another clearing. What energy, space, consciousness, and choice could your body, being, and beyond be to walk hand in hand with the spirit of the universe and completely create incongruency what you came to be here in this world, and know that you chose to be here. You chose to be here. What does that feel like? This is not a punishing type of thing. You aren't here because of a karma in a past life. At least this is my belief system. You're here because you knew that you had something to contribute to the world and you came to contribute it. And what would it take for you to really just unlock that potential and share it with the world? Suit up and show up is something my sponsor used to say. I think that might be it. Just checking in one more time. Spirit, was there anything else that we really would like to say here? The credo. This is from Rishi's Metaphysical Institute, and I just invite you to settle into the energy as I give this as my closing remark. It is my desire to sit calmly upon the throne in the temple of my own body, between the two great pillars of positive and negative vibration, balancing them to the point where I can radiate through my temple of light to all whom I contact the wonderful peace, poise, power, wisdom, love, and harmony of God. And when we say positive and negative polarities, we're not talking about good and evil. This is just the charge on things. Based on where you're at, does it feel heavy or does it feel light? And balancing those where you can be in the world but not of it, being able to manifest divinity on the physical plane. That is true congruent manifestation and actualization, being able to be in the world and not of it, and bringing forth that kanchai, that unmanifested light, that light from the upper world into this reality and create possibility, not just for yourself, but for the world. And with that, thank you so much for being here with me. I'll turn it back over to Karen.
Thanks so much, Hank. I know whenever you speak, I start to smile because so much resonates with me, especially the consciously creating stuff and just saying yes to the universe. So thank you for those reminders and all of those other clearings that you just helped us with. And we remind you that we're here every week and we are now on YouTube. So the chats are going to start to be streamed there and you can catch them all there in replay if Facebook isn't your jam. So we will look forward to seeing you in the future and take care. Have a great evening.